Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we'll talk about what an emergency fund is and 5 of the best options for where to keep your emergency fund. Before we start the video, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon. So the first question is, what is an emergency fund? An emergency fund is money that you set apart from other savings. It's there to help you deal with the unexpected events of life. Emergencies can take the form of an unprecedented expense, such as your car breaking down. They also can take the form of an unexpected loss of income, such as having to change jobs or not receiving a bonus you were expecting. The word emergency evokes different images depending on who you are. Emergencies aren't selective, they happen to everyone. An emergency fund should only be used for true emergencies, though it's not a backup cash account or vacant fund. If you get into a car accident, that can create an emergency need of funds. Or emergencies could be unexpected hospital visits, home repairs, losing your job, or a death in the family. Where are the best places to keep an emergency fund? When the time comes to start building your emergency fund, where is the best place to keep it? It's best to keep your emergency fund separate from your other bank accounts. You want your emergency fund to be accessible in case you need to access it quickly. And yet, you also want it not to be too convenient to reach, so that you're not tempted to dip into these funds when it's not necessary. Here are 5 of the best options for where to place your emergency fund. Number 1. High Yield Saving Account. Opening a high-yield saving account to start an emergency fund makes a lot of sense. Almost all high-yield accounts are found at online banks. However, you can't go to a brick-and-mortar bank location to withdraw funds. You'll need the use of another bank account for transferring money in and out of your high-yield saving account. This could create a delay in receiving funds when an emergency arises. With that said, a high-yield saving account is still reasonably accessible and allows you to receive a higher interest rate than a traditional savings account. Leading high-yield accounts earn between 0.50% and 0.81% annual percentage yield, depending on the size of your account and other factors. A number of online banks offer high-yield savings accounts. It's important to look at rates when you open an online saving account, and also to pay attention to any fees. Other perks offered and rules concerning withdrawals. Number 2. Money market account. Money market accounts are similar to high-yield savings accounts. While both earn a higher APY than traditional bank accounts, they are different in other ways. Money market accounts sometimes come with a debit card and check writing capabilities, making them more convenient, especially in a pinch. Another difference, which could affect your decision on where to keep your money, is that money market accounts generally require a larger minimum deposit to open an account. Some banks have tiered interest rates based on account balances. Number 3. Certificate of Deposit. Certificates of deposit are another possibility for your emergency fund. They are different from other options on this list because they require you to keep your money in the account for a specific period of time in exchange for receiving a guaranteed rate of return. This could be as short as a month or as long as 5 or more years. When the term ends, you can access your initial funds and any interest you earned. Certificate of deposit typically earn a higher interest rate than other bank accounts. Number 4. Traditional bank account. If the idea of keeping your money in an online account or tied up for an extended time doesn't sound ideal, you can always keep your emergency fund in a traditional checking or savings account with a brick-and-mortar bank. You won't earn as much interest, but you have the peace of mind that comes from knowing you can access your funds almost immediately at any time. One risk with this strategy is that keeping your emergency fund in a traditional bank account could lead to your withdrawing money when it's not truly an emergency. To combat this, you could open an account at a different bank from your other checking and savings accounts. This can at least add a degree of difficulty that may help keep you from pulling funds out when you're not facing a real emergency. Number 5. Roth Individual Retirement Account. There is a case to be made for putting money into an investment account instead of keeping a more conventional emergency fund. Even bank accounts that earn high yield interest won't keep up with rising inflation. Investing your money in a Roth IRA would probably earn more money in the long run. There is a risk to keeping your emergency fund in a Roth IRA because it could lose value. Choosing more conservative investment options can help lessen the risk of loss. You can withdraw your contributions to your Roth IRA at any time with no penalty. There may be tax implications and early withdrawal penalties for withdrawing earnings. So guys, that was all about today's topic. See you soon in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. Goodbye.